Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. So today we will discuss about another name reaction of phenolic compounds, that is Reimer-Tiemann reaction. So this reaction was discovered by Carl Reimer and Ferdinand Tiemann, and accordingly the name is given. So this is basically formylation reaction of phenolic compounds in presence of aqueous alkali like aqueous NaOH and chloroform, and the reaction medium is heated to about 65 degrees Celsius, and upon acidic hydrolysis we can have our products like orthohydroxybenzaldehyde as a major product and para-hydroxybenzaldehyde as our minor product. So now let's talk about its mechanism. So in the first step, what happens, as 3 electron withdrawing chlorine atoms are attached with this carbon atom, so it withdraws the electron density towards themselves, leaving behind this hydrogen atom very much acidic in nature. So in presence of alkali, the alkali will tend to obstruct this acidic proton with the liberation of one water molecule, and it will form CCl3 negative, as you can see in this structure. Okay, so this is a very fast step. So as this is charged spaces, this will tend to liberate another chloride ion, which is a slow process, and we are having our dichlorocarbon as a reaction intermediate. So this dichlorocarbon is formed in situ, that means within the reaction condition. So now let's talk about its electron count. So one lone pair of electrons is present in this dichlorocarbon, so 2 electrons and 4 electrons for 2 bond pairs, that means a total of 6 electrons are there in dichlorocarbon. That means the octet is not filled up, so this is electrophilic in nature, that means it is electron deficient. Okay, so as we all know that phenol is present in medium, and phenol is acidic in nature, so alkali will obstruct its acidic proton and phenoxide ion will be formed, in which 3 lone pairs of electrons are there on oxygen atom with the negative charge, which is in conjugation with the aromatic system. So by the delocalization of this negative charge, we are having our first resonating structure, in which electron density is centered on this orthocarbon atom. Okay, so as we all know that carbon negative is more nucleophilic than oxygen negative. Why? Because oxygen is more electronegative than carbon, so it can hold electron density better than carbon. So being better nucleophile, it will tend to attack this electrophile, and in our next structure we can see that sigma bond is formed between this zinc carbon atom and carbon atom of dichlorocarbon. So a negative charge is there, which will try to grab this hydrogen atom from this place, and the bonding electron pair will be left with the regeneration of aromaticity in our next structure. We can see that. So OH minus is present in the system, so one chloride will be liberated, and its place will be replaced by one OH minus, and in our next structure again a proton will be snatched with the liberation of one chloride radical. Okay, so now you can see that in this structure the anion of orthohydroxybenzaldehyde is already formed. So now we have to do acidic hydrolysis of this one to get our major product orthohydroxybenzaldehyde. So as you have seen that we have got this ortho product from this resonating structure. So from another resonating structure in which the electron density is centered on the para-carbon atom, we can have our para-hydroxybenzaldehyde, which is our minor product. So the question is, why this is major and why this is minor, right? So as you can see that OH and CHO are near to each other, so there is a possibility of intramolecular hydrogen bonding formation. So this one is major, but here OH and CHO are far apart from each other, so there is no possibility of intramolecular hydrogen bonding, so this one is the major product. So now the question is, how can we isolate these two products? That means ortho and para products are obtained as a mixture, so how to isolate this? The orthohydroxybenzaldehyde is separated from the para isomer by steam distillation, and that is because the former is appreciably volatile, and in steam, due to intramolecular intramolecular hydrogen bonding, it is volatile, and we can have this one in our distillate along with some unreacted phenol. Okay, so this if we react this system with and that distillate with sodium bisulfite solution, the bisulfite addition compound will be formed with this isomer, and upon decomposition of this compound with dilute sulfuric acid, we can have our orthohydroxy benzaldehyde as the exclusive product. Okay, so I hope this concept is clear now. So in my next videos, I'll be talking about more reactions of phenols and phenolic compounds. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, subscribe, and of course hit the bell icon to get notification of new videos on my YouTube channel.